Hello everyone, and welcome to another Daily Dose of Drupal. Today we're on episode number 63. As always, I'm Shane. Follow me on Twitter at smthomas3. Also go to codekarate.com if you haven't already. Sign up for the newsletter. Also, Google+. This episode, we're talking about the string overrides module. This is another one of those simple, easy modules that you can drop in and start using. It basically allows you to replace little bits of text throughout your site. So rather than having to write a custom module to replace the text of a button, maybe, or replace the text of a link, you can use this little module to just replace that text and go from there. It's pretty much a drop-in and go module, so we'll go ahead and get started. I already have this module dropped in and installed on my test Drupal site here, so you can see. We will go ahead and find that. As you can see, the string overrides module. It also comes with this string overrides migrate, but I'm not going to worry about that as that's more for migration purposes. So we'll go ahead and click on configure. You can of course set the permissions, but we're going to look at the configuration options. So it basically allows you to type in the original text. In this case, you can see up here it's kind of faded. There's a logout link. We're going to change that to say sign out instead of logout. And I'll change that to say sign out. This context box right here, you can go ahead and ignore that. It sounds like that's going to be something that will be useful in the future, but as of right now it doesn't have a lot of uses. So in most cases I don't think there's anything you can really do there, or that you really need to worry about it at this point. In Drupal 8, and maybe it will be backported to Drupal 7, it will be used, but it's not used currently. Okay, so I went ahead and saved that. I'm going to close this out, and you can see the text changed from logout to sign out. So as you can see, it's extremely simple, easy to use, but we're going to go ahead and show go over what it can and what it can't do. As you saw, I could of course change this my account link. I can probably change some of these links over here. But if I wanted to change, let's say, some text in the body, you're going to notice it's not going to work. Go ahead and drop this in and save that. Now, if I go back to the home page, you'll notice this text actually wasn't changed. Basically, the way that it works is, and if you've watched some of the previous episodes of the Daily Dose of Drupal, where we've done more of the module development or theme development, I've discussed using the Drupal T function. And it mentions it here, I believe, that it easily replaces anything that's passed through the Drupal T function. So that includes all your menu links, your buttons, most likely, any text that generally any modules that are written that output text will generally be output through the Drupal T function. However, that it also brings up a point. If you're a module developer, make sure you're using the Drupal T function so another developer or site builder can use the string overrides module to potentially change that text if they need to without having to modify or override code from your module. It also should be used anyways for translation purposes. But that's really all there is to it. We're going to go ahead and show one more example here. I'm going to try to change something up here in this menu. Let's try to change the word dashboard to something else, just to show one more example of it working. And we'll end on an easy module for the week. I'm also going to go ahead and get rid of this one, since we know that is not working. You can see, in this case, for the menu links up here, it's not actually working. Go ahead and clear the cache, and then it works. Some of these menu links, especially in this case I'm using admin menu, the links are cached in the menu, so you go ahead and clear that and it should work just fine. And that's all that is, all that there is to it today. We just went over the string overrides module, just walked through the very basics of getting it up and running. Go ahead and use it to replace small bits of text. If you need to replace a whole bunch of text in a whole bunch of different areas, you may need to look at writing a custom module or using some theme functions for some of that, just because it can get a little unwieldy if you have a very long list. But for little small changes like changing logout to sign out or changing my account to my profile, things like that, go ahead and give it a try, see what you think. And that's it for today on the Daily Dose of Drupal. Thanks for watching.